For the first time since crisis budget talks led by Vice President Joe Biden deadlocked, President Barack Obama was at the table with all the parties, aiming to avert a first-ever default on America's debt. And what he heard was constructive.
All the leaders here came in a spirit of compromise, in a spirit of wanting to solve problems on behalf of the American people.
Still, he warned Democrats and Republicans remain far apart on big issues, so accord won't come easy.
Everybody acknowledged that there's going to be pain involved politically.
For Republicans, that pain would come with Obama's insistence on scrapping tax breaks for big companies and the rich.
We're not going to raise taxes on the very people that we expect to reinvest in our economy and to help grow jobs.
And for Democrats, it could come in curbing Social Security payouts. Obama's reportedly considering a new formula for cost of living increases, to the dismay of his top ally in the House.
Do not consider Social Security a piggy bank for giving tax cuts to the wealthiest people in our country.
But budget experts say it's hard to tackle the long-term deficit without looking at popular benefits for seniors.
The absolute big savings are in the entitlement programs. And so what they're looking at the most these days is particularly Medicare, some perhaps in Medicaid, and even perhaps, although I think it's ultimately unlikely, Social Security.
Meantime, officials say Obama now wants a bigger deal than at first thought, some $4 trillion in deficit cuts, believing it ups the chances for compromise.
Created by an opportunity that does not come very often and has not come in Washington since the mid-90s.
With that in mind, Obama plans to reconvene the leaders Sunday as he drives for a landmark deal.
These deficit talks were already a high-stakes business, but by pressing for a much larger deal and potentially painful concessions, the president's telling lawmakers it's time to go big or go home and face an angry electorate next year. Mark Smith, The Associated Press, the White House.